in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Fielded in the end zone. It's York. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Madden. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. He's at the and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskies! This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Madden. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Harris. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Fires a bullet out, it's picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Looking for more room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Going to run it. It's Middleton. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Madden. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Give to the single back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now they'll try the right side. Lowers those pads. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking downfield, it's Garrett. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll try it over the left side. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Huskies are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Found the spot in the defense. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to throw, it's Garrett. Here comes the heat. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's caught. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
It's gone. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Madden. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Makes the catch. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. 8th play of the drive coming up. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Garrett. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Now improvising. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Garrett. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Snagged out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Throws to the wideout. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Garrett. Touchdown, Huskies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Wants to throw. It's Garrett. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
When you get the incompletion there on 3rd down, you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there, and it was just about a return for a touchdown. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to... Turning it on! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Sends it downfield. Mason grab on the big throw. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Third down play from the gun. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. Made a defender miss. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this...
Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Washington right back to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Washington comes to the line with the 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Garrett. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure
he hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. He wants to change this route. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got his man. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Bring in the heat. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Huskies. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Middleton. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Trying play action. The sure hands, it's Madden. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Finds his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Give to the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by 10 to SMU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He's got the back in the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Garrett. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel.
And it's picked off for the third time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. a quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another